queen, queen of the mine car. Watch her marching by, and don't forget to hold your head.
Well, for me, I feel like the community of Leadville and the world that J.J. Brown and Molly Brown inhabited has become far more concretized and nuanced, and a character in the show, in a sense.
Yeah.
And that's really been exciting, that the world in which these people lived is becoming more on the page and something that is really containing this specific story.
We rehearsed in New York for a week before we came here, but I sort of feel like, and we did a lot of work in New York when we came here, just in sort of terms of just getting things, getting through everything in a very basic level. But since we've been to Denver, I sort of feel like the fact that we're sort of all on the road, that our company, there's a sort of bonding experience because they're all traveling together, they're all staying in the same hotel together, they're all having meals together. They don't have any other sort of responsibilities in Denver except for working on this show. Nobody's sort of running off on their lunch hour to an audition or, running home to deal with friends and family. So in a way, it kind of makes everybody focus in, which I think has been enormously helpful. I don't think we would have the same kind of concentrated work that's been going on this week if we were in New York still this week. I think it's actually, and also being in a theater space, rehearsing in a theater space. It's the first day we walked in here and people see, empty theater seats. It kind of is like, oh, we're going to be doing this in front of an audience. Because, in a rehearsal room, you can kind of get this little insular world where you sort of feel like, oh, we're just doing this for us. And then when you see empty theater seats, you're like, oh, right, there'll actually be people, listening to us and watching us and hearing this for the first time.
And I think just because of the demographics of the cast, this isn't a cast where the median age is 22.
Yeah.
Because it takes place over 25 years in a woman's life. So you need people who can play younger and people who can grow up with her. And, so we have a lot of people in the company who have been involved with a lot of shows and have watched shows be developed. And I like to think, you'd have to ask them off camera, they'd be honest with you, that we early on established sort of a culture whereby they could speak up, even if it's not a moment that they're in, even if it's a scene they're not in, and they'll say, I don't really understand. When I listen to it, I don't understand that. And, and then I try to listen to that and try to understand what it is they could be, what they're missing, or where they're going off, and what it's very, very helpful.
We've just been wrestling with the queen, if you please. I'm gonna see. We'll recognize her with all that fair.